talk to you guys about my experience with Reiki healing. I was a super Catholic, like really strict, traditional Catholic. I did the Latin Mass, cover the head thing, and I don't know, one day I decided I was gonna learn alternative healing. The idea for me, like the big picture for me, if I could pick at that time, like 4 or 5 years ago, was to go to massage therapy school. Like I really wanted to be a massage therapist and to do body work on people, but at the time, I was not very mobile. I wasn't a very functional human being or adult. I didn't have a driver's license. I was suffering from a lot of chronic pain. I had a lot of pain that was preventing me from moving around. I had a traumatic birth with my first child, and that led to a pelvic injury. So that kind of spiraled my life out of control. And I stayed on the couch a lot. I wasn't very active. I also suffered from migraines. Migraines were a thing that I had. I started getting them about 7 years old, and they just kind of progressed as I got older. And at this point in my life, again, 5 years ago, I had migraines probably 28 days out of 30 days in a month. So I basically was like a walking migraine, ball of tension, super in pain person. But I was still interested in natural healing, and I wanted to bring healing to the world. So I was like looking online, and I'm like, oh, I can do this Reiki thing. I'm gonna learn all about it because I can sit down and I can heal people. So at this point, I thought massage was out of reach because I would have to stand over people, and I didn't think that with my body that I could do that. So I was looking for an accessible healing technique that I could do. So I went to this Reiki class, and I was like 4 days postpartum with my 4th child. I had her wrapped up in a green rebozo, and I like came walking into the class, and I'm like, I'm here. And the Reiki master was like, that's a really small baby. I'm like, yes, we're gonna do this today with the baby and with me. So I went through the whole class, and the whole time I'm thinking like, this is some weird woo stuff. I am not into this at all. And I was really skeptical about it because I am totally the hippie skeptic. So we went through the class, and at the end of the class, the Reiki master did the attunements or the energetic empowerment ceremony. And then she actually did a Reiki treatment on all of the people who attended. So I was sitting up on the massage table, and I had my little baby, and I was all propped up on pillows, just chilling there. And the Reiki master started to do her Reiki thing with her hands, and I felt heat and tingly come from her hands, and it was really super weird. But of course I tried to push it away because I'm a skeptic, and I'm like, well, maybe she bumped up the heat before she started working on me, who knows. So I just keep feeling all the heat coming from her, and I'm like, taking in the experience. And my baby is like super chill, more chill than she's been, in the 4 days that she was on the earth. And she gets to my hips and my pelvis, and she's doing like a lot of stuff here, and she's like, I don't know, feeling the energy or something. And she was done, and I was like, okay, great. Get up off of the table, and all that like stabbing, searing pain that was in my pelvis, that was like preventing me from walking around and going to the bathroom by myself, it was keeping me on the couch, that kept me from getting a driver's license, like it was gone. And I was like, wow, my life is so different now. And I didn't drive to the Reiki class, right? I didn't have a license, and I couldn't do that. So my husband picked me up after this Reiki class, and I was like just overcome with emotion and joy because I felt like I had like a new lease on life. Like, this is it. Like, now I get to change everything. So from that one Reiki session and that one Reiki class, I went on and took Reiki 2 and eventually the master degree. And then I went to massage therapy school, and I started my business, and I got a driver's license, and now I play at the park with my kids, and I help heal people in ways that I could never even have imagined 5 years ago. Throughout the course, after you take a Reiki class, you have a 30-day period where you should practice Reiki on yourself. It's called like self-practice, so you add that to your daily routine of self-care. So I was doing that, and somewhere throughout the 30-day period after the first class, I noticed that my migraines were gone. Like, I just woke up one day and I didn't have a migraine, and it was so crazy to me because I always had a migraine. Like, I just lived. That was a basic level of function. Like, I'm gonna wake up today, I'm gonna be with my kids, and I'm going to have a migraine. So when I woke up and I didn't have it, and then I kept noticing like they're gone. Like since that time, 5 years ago, I've probably had maybe 8 really bad headaches. I don't even know that I would call them migraines. Most of them are probably brought on by stress or other things, but I don't suffer from these chronic issues that I did in the past. And I'm totally functional, and I have Reiki to thank for that, and just being more intentional, and I don't know, the experience really changed my life, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you like this video. Also, if you have any questions about holistic health, be sure to put those in the comments for me.